Mungbean, sometimes known as a green gram or mosh in Persia, or mungo or mongo in the Philippines, is a plant species in the legume family. The Mungbean is mainly cultivated in Asia, Southeast Asia, like the Philippines, as well as Indian subcontinent. It is primarily used as an ingredient for both savory and sweet dishes. Did you know that mung bean has a lot of essential nutrients and is a great source of energy as well? It has carbohydrates for energy, a little bit of a sugar, lots of dietary fiber for digestive system, a little bit of fats, as well as a large amount of protein, good for the muscle. It has lots of vitamins as well, like vitamin B2, B3, B5, B6, B9, vitamin C, vitamin E, vitamin K. Lots of minerals like calcium, iron, magnesium, manganese, phosphorus, potassium, and zinc. Isn't it lovely that mung bean looks like to be one of the power foods like moringa in the Philippines? And one thing is that it's easy to cultivate. Alright, I am so over the moon about the mung bean sprouts that I just cultivated. Alright, I will be preparing a dish, a healthy one. Bye for now. Once again, traveling is not arriving to a new destination. It is looking at the world in a different perspective. Keep that smile and the world will smile at you. Cheers, be safe, bye, and God bless. Alright, so I'm improvising a sieve plate here. So I'm doing another germination project. So I do not have that special sieve. So what I've been doing is this aluminum tray. So I'm poking lots and lots and lots of hole. So I'm using, I found an easier way. This kind of like a barbecue skewer. I got a lot of this. So there you go. So what's gonna happen is that I'm going to put the partially germinated mung beans here that I soaked overnight. I will gonna show you later. I'm still in the process, but this is how I am making this sieve. This will be kind of like the germination base for the mung bean that I will be growing hydroponically. And they're gonna be sprouts. See all those holes so far? I have two. There you go. I need at least 3 of this, and so far it's ball your uncle. All right. So later for the next step. All right. I'm now here home from work. My first day back since my meaning. At school. So my first day to teach once again at school, because I kind of suffered from this second job, but I'm better now. Anyway, here. So in my other segment, I had 4, as a matter of fact, 4 aluminum foil, 4 of this that I poked several holes randomly using a barbecue skewer pointed. So I did this because I do not have the one that I saw from the tutorial video, so I thought of improvising. So I'm using this recycled aluminum plates. What I'm going to do is that I'm going to put the seeds on top, the mung bean seeds, and cover it with at least 2 layers of paper towel. You're gonna see that. All right. Here's the next step. Also, of course, this ain't gonna happen without the mung beans that I soaked in water for 24 hours to start a partial germination. Here they are. So I'm going to drain them in a strainer, and it looks like they're all good, because if the seeds are not good, they're gonna be floating on top of the water. Kind of like they are the dud seeds, just like the dud popcorn kernel. Because not all popcorn, when you put it in the microwave or on the stove, they will not gonna all pop. So it looks like they're all good because they're all at the bottom. So these are, they have increased in size, they're partially germinated, and I'm going to spread them randomly on each plate. All right, so these are going to be the next step. All right, let's do it now. All right, next, okay, once all the mung bean seeds have been drained using a strainer, here they are. So I'm going to assemble them together with all the materials I have. What I have here to put them together, there must be a main container to hold all these things together for germination, is a salad spinner. So this is a salad spinner. I'm not using the lid. This is where you put your salad, the greens, the fresh greens, and let it spin, and then the water will be flying away and you have a more or less dry fresh leaves ready for your salad. I'm not using it for that purpose. I'm using it just to contain all the different layers, the layers of the aluminum foil that holds the seeds. To raise up the basket from the base of the main salad spinner, I'm going to put two small cup. I use this for my sauce, like a sauce cup, right there, and then put this in. So there is a bit about an inch for the water to drain, because during the germination process, it may take around 5 to 6 days. So they the seeds and the towel that I'm going to use, you're gonna see how am I going to use the paper towels, should be always moist to keep the water supply for the germinating seeds. Sorry, I'm kind of knackered. Came from work. I have some paper towels that I've cut into rectangular shapes. The first set of towels, I'm gonna have 2 towels here. I'm going to put right at the very first, at the very bottom of the spinner. There you go. Here it is. Next is the multi-punctured recycled aluminum plate right on top. I'm doing very slow because I don't want the camera to be really fast. Oops. So the next step is that I'm gonna spread some of the partially germinated mung bean seeds on the first layer. Okay, and here they are. And any seeds that you see, they don't look like germinating, you can toss them away. But it looks like they're all good. As a matter of fact, as I mentioned a while ago, I don't see any mung bean that float to the surface, because when they float to the surface, they're considered dead. Just like in a popcorn, not all the kernel in a popcorn bag will pop. Oh, by the way, since I'm just using an improvised kind of aluminum plate here, kind of like a sieve plate that I improvised, and the holes are pretty far from each other, I'm not going to put as much mung bean that I can, because the hole should be the spot where the roots of the germinating mung bean will find its way. Okay, so I think this will be it for this layer. So the next is that putting another paper towel, maybe 2 paper towels, That's the Mungbean seeds, paper towels. And then put the next aluminum tray. And here's the second one. I got the paper towels already. Right there. Then same process. Get some Mungbean and spread them out. And you repeat this step for the third time because I plan to put 3 layers. So right after putting the Mungbean seeds on the second aluminum plate, I will cover it again with 2 pieces of paper towel. And this is the third layer. Now I ended up 3. I was planning 4, but I was able to put them all together on 3 layers, 3 punctured aluminum tray. So here it is. So you'll see there are 3 layers, and then they are spread randomly, and each layer is separated using the tray as well as the paper towel. The paper towel will hold the water and will keep it moist. Then the last final step is to wet this in the sink. Then after really soaking them with water, so put it back in the main vessel of the spinner. Then using a plate, cover it a little bit heavy. And then I'm going to cover it with a dark cloth and put it in a dark area, just like under the sink. We'll see how it goes. This is my first time to do this process. Based on the information I got, it takes about 5 to 6 days before you can actually start harvesting them. Alright? Let us see. Bob's your uncle. Good morning, everyone. It's Monday. Beginning of the week. It should be fine. It should be great. So today is the day 4 of my Mungbean germination, and I'm going to do a little bit of observation. I have not seen it yet since this morning. I'm gonna observe it with you. We'll see. As I mentioned in the past, that I've been modifying the process, particularly modifying some of the materials that I need for to carry out this Mungbean germination. So it's been day 4 now, and what I did yesterday is I covered it with a dark cloth. This I forgot to cover that with dark cloth, but I placed this in a dark location under the sink. So we'll see, and then I'm going to rinse, cover it, put it back, and wait for another maybe couple of days, and we'll see if it will grow the way I expect. Alright, let's have a look. So there's a plate to pressure. I don't know exactly the reason why, but the information I saw, she mentioned that to make this Mungbean grow straight. I don't know exactly the relationship behind, but I'm just following the procedure that she mentioned. All right, see there's holes there, so I improvised this. This is an aluminum tray, and I poke holes, several holes using barbecue skewer. And this is it. This is the top layer. We'll see. Okay, it's still wet. And these are 2 layers of, wow, look at this. They're actually germinating, growing fast. Oh my god, look at that root. Oh, look at that. Lovely, isn't it? All right. Hey, wow. All right, so what's gonna happen is that I know, so the distance in between the 2 holes are pretty wide, but that's all right. Some of them should start pushing the roots out of the hole, and we'll see and find out. Yes, they are. Oh, look at that. They are. And oh, this is the second layer. Wow, lovely. Actually, the second layer should have it's covered with what do you call this? Paper towel. There it is. Layer number 2. Lovely. And let's look at that 3rd layer. The one at the very, very bottom. Oh, yeah. Bob's your uncle. Lovely. They're all germinating. Very healthy. Yes. Okay, I'm gonna put this back. And then I'm going to rinse it with water. And same process. Alright, just cold water. Yeah, just lukewarm. Actually, just a regular temperature. Alright, so and then let it drain. So this I need to tilt it side by side. Because I'm just improvising. The one that I saw, the water will just gonna drain directly. You don't want too much water, as long as it's just moist enough to keep them growing. Lovely. I am over the moon. Okay, there you go. So I'm going to put this back in the plastic container. So see, there's some water that drains, and drain it out. And I put 2 of this sauce container to elevate it about 1 inch, and then cover it once again, and then put the plate back, and then the dark towel. Okay. Lovely, isn't it? Alright, so day 4. So you rinse it at least 3 times per day. So I did it yesterday. And then today in the morning around almost 7. And then when I return from work, and then before I go to bed. Alright? Wonderful. Thank God it's germinating. So I had, this is second germination experiment that I had. First was the alfalfa sprout. I got 2 rounds of that. It's pretty amazing. And now the Mungbean. So this, of course, these are organic, hydroponically done. It's clean. You can buy this from the store, but you don't know how they grew it. And then also they expire easily though. This one is totally hydroponics, so no soil involved. And I know how I did it, and it should be clean. Alright, this is for my Sarnie once again. Alright, it's Monday as I said, so it's been 2 weeks now since I arrived from Aruba. It's a fascinating small one happy island. And then I am shaping my next trip. It looks like my first one this summer is Seychelles. It's looking brighter and brighter and brighter. So Seychelles is in Africa. That is in eastern part of Africa. It's in the Indian Ocean, pretty close to Mauritius. Apparently Mauritius is still close at this point in time. I can do them together, but it looks like just Seychelles at this time. In that part of the world. It's close to Maldives as well as to the small nation called Comoros. Comoros is still not allowing international tourists So Seychelles is open, so I'm heading to Seychelles. So apparently, this Seychelles was my original plan in March, April last year, but because of the shutdown, now it's happening. I think I'm hoping and praying, and then I'm also planning a trip to the Philippines. Hopefully, they open up soon and very soon. That's gonna be right after Seychelles. If time permits, I will be heading off to Curacao and Bonaire. Alright, so much for this little story about the germination day 4. Everybody, once again, traveling is not arriving to a new destination. It is looking at the world in a different perspective. Keep a smile and the world will smile at you. There is always a light at the end of the tunnel. We may be still in the tunnel, but the light should be getting brighter and brighter and brighter. Not all tunnels have light though. Select the tunnels that has a light at the end. Alright? Keep the smile. Okay? Cheers. Be safe. Bye. God bless everyone. It's now day 5. Growing really long. Wow, lovely. Time to rinse again. Day 5. Alright, I'm excited to see what's going on day 6 of the Mungbean sprouting germination. I'm thrilled. Let us take a look. I will observe this with you once again. Alright, let's check. It's been covered. There you go. And ta-da! Already. Okay, let's see. Wow, look at this. They're getting longer and longer and longer. Lovely. Look at this. Getting longer and longer. I think tomorrow I'll gonna get started harvesting them. And then here you go. That's the second level. Lovely. And the third level. Actually, the first level. Excelente. Wow. Okay. Alright, I'm going to do, I think, the second and the final rinsing. The tutorial I saw, it took her 6 days and it was pretty tall. This one is kind of short, but that's alright. And I think it's because I'm modifying the process, but it should be okay. Alright, let's rinse it now once again. Day 6. And lovely. And then again, so let it rain. Let it rain. Let it rain. And here there's some water that was collected. Drain it out. I'm gonna put it back. And cover. Once again, there you go. Once again, there you go. Bob's your uncle. So today, again, this is day 6. We'll see. Tomorrow we're gonna be day 7. All right. Bye for now. Day 7. This is the 7th day of the Mungbean sprouting. So I think I should be harvesting this afternoon. Let us check. Ta-da! Yes! Isn't it that lovely? There you are. So they're really sprouted, right? So I'm going to rinse it for the last time, I guess. I will be harvesting them this afternoon when I return back from work, and I added an extra day. So rinse, once again. Day 7, lovely, excellent. All right. So when I return this afternoon, so I will do maybe my final inspection, observation, and I think it's ready. So it took a while, so I added an extra day because, as I mentioned in my previous recording, that the tutorial I saw about this process, she only needed 6 days. But as I mentioned before, I am modifying some materials, and the steps are pretty the same, by the way. But the materials I modified, but they sprouted. Alright? It's Thursday, one day more, and the week is over. Alright? Once again, as always, keep that smile. Alright, and the wood will smile at you. Cheers, be safe, goodbye, and God bless everyone. See you later. Alright, just got back home from work, and I planted this morning. This is the time that I'm going to finalize the germination of this of the mung beans, and they have sprouted, and this is the 7th day. And they're about this long. It's about, I believe, the longest. I didn't check them all though. I'm just doing an approximation here based on what I saw this morning. I think the longest is about 7 centimeters, which is pretty good. They didn't grow the way I expect them to grow in terms of length, because I'm doing quite several modification. But hey, they practically all sprouted, and I added an additional day, and they're fresh, they're organic, and I germinated them here in the loo, because in the loo there's a good lighting system there, and it looks like they love it. They germinated nicely, and as I said, every day I rinse them 3 times per day, in the morning before I go to work, and upon arrival from work, and then before I go to bed. And this is the time that I will finally rinse them, clean them, maybe get rid of some debris, the seed coat, and ready for my dish, for my sandwich, for my sarnie. All right, so I'm going to do it in the kitchen, so because I don't want to clog the drain here in the loo, that's why I'm going to take it to the kitchen. And then here they are. Let's do a quick observation first. So once again, they are covered. La 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 la. Lovely. There you go. Wow. Ta-da. There you go. So they are really nice and long. There you go. Ah, yeah. They're already sprouts. They have been growing much. Alright. So these are the mung bean sprouts. In the Philippines, we call it mungo. This is the mung bean. As I said before, so you can buy this from the store, but they easily expire, and I don't know how they prepare it. This one I know. Look at that. Lovely. You got the leaves there. Actually, as a matter of fact, so this may need sunlight already. But anyway, I'm not going to expose them to more light because they're ready for my tummy. So let's look at the second level, or the second layer here. So that's the first, and see all the root. Okay. Yeah, let's take this out. Right. Oh, lovely. So this is the paper towel that keep them moist. And wow, look at this. And the third level. Lovely. Yeah, look at that. So I'm going to take it to the kitchen and then rinse them and then clean them. They're clean. I will just gonna get rid of the seed coat, the green stuff, like this, that one, and ready. All right, Bob's your uncle. All right, so ready for rinsing. I got the first, actually this is the first layer. So here they are. There you go. So this is the first layer. and this is the second, and that's the third. No, actually this is the last layer. That's the third layer, and then this is, I believe this is the first, and this is the second. It doesn't matter. So I'm going to just rinse them, and here they are. Lovely, aren't they? So I will try my best to get rid of this. This is what I want to get rid of. So this the seed coat. So that's the reason why I'm rinsing it. So just get rid of the seed coat, and that should be fine. So they're good. All right, let me continue rinsing. Once again, my friends, thank you for watching the video. I hope you learned something. I did. Once again, traveling is not arriving to a new destination. It is a looking at the world in a different perspective. Keep that smile and the world will smile at you. Cheers. Be safe. Bye.